All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning back into a little about LV. Today we are going to talk about self-tan. I hope it's coming across on the camera right now that she's a little more bronzed up than she normally is. I actually stay really tan in the summer, and it is never a natural tan. I mean, maybe a little bit because I do go to the beach and stay outside, but I'm like super into sunscreen, so maybe just a little bit, but usually it's completely fake, which isn't that much different than a lot of other things about me, honestly, except for my personality. That is real. Take it or leave it. Anyways, so if you have watched my channel for even a minute, you know that I am terrified of wrinkles. Therefore, I never sit out in the sun. I do not go to tanning beds. I used to go to the tanning bed every single day of my life, 20 minutes a day. Where I used to work, there was a tanning bed next door, and I used my 30-minute lunch break every single day of my life to go over and tan. And of course, I used enhancers and all these bronzers and everything else to do anything that I could to get the deepest, darkest tan ever. But now that I'm older and wiser, I know that subjecting your skin to all that damage is so terrible for you. Not only are you guaranteed to get wrinkles and all kinds of damage to your skin, you can also get, more importantly, skin cancer, which is just not a good thing. Okay, I have seen the effects of skin cancer. My grandmother had it. It does run in my family. I've had friends that have gotten it. Like, you know, what's worse than being not tan, which trust me, I love, is having pieces of your skin actually having to be cut off of you to save your own life. Okay, and I hope you guys know that I'm not trying to be dramatic right now. I'm just trying to save you from a lot of pain and discomfort and possibly death, while also telling you that I get it. I love myself more tan, okay? I'm always pretty confident, but when I'm tan, it's so much more. So that being said, I understand, okay? I want to be tan. I want to be tan all the time too. So I have taken it upon myself to put myself through the ringer and go through all the different self-tans out there. I mean, not all of them, but a lot of them. You know, I've seen the good, the bad, and the absolutely ugly. And today I'm going to walk you through some of those. Mostly the good, because I want you to know what actually works, but just in case you come across some that you want to try and I'm like, let me save you a little trouble there, I am going to let you know. Also, before you get scared, I will tell you that there are very few products in this video that are even remotely not drugstore products. I do not want to pay $40, $50 and higher for a bottle of self-tan when I'm going to be using this once to twice a week. Like, I try to stay tan. It's going to come off because obviously we exfoliate. I get in hot tubs, I get in pools, I get in the ocean. Like, there's no reason, I think, for me to have super expensive tans, because I have tried a lot of those, at least one in this video today, and they don't work any better than the drugstore brands. So most of the things that I have here are going to be $15 and less, so don't get scared. You can get beautiful and bronze goddess just like this on a budget. All that being said, I got some tips and tricks for you. Of course, we're going to start out going through all these products. We're going to jump right in. Okay, so I know I look like all glowy in the lights right now too. That's a little bit of false advertising. That's highlighter that I put on my body because I wanted to be beautiful. But, you know, none of these products are going to make you look like shiny and glowy in the sun probably, but they're going to make you look tan. Okay, so first things first, application. So you always want to apply your self-tan with a mitt, not your hand. That's how you get brown hands. Don't forget your hands, or they're going to be like a full other color than your body. But definitely don't use just your hands because it is going to be a disaster, okay? So after you have washed, exfoliated, gotten out of the shower, I do not recommend putting any kind of moisturizer or anything on your body. If you have super dry skin, definitely put it on your elbows, knees, any parts of your body that are super dry. However, I'm super oily, so I don't worry about that step. That is when you will take your trusty mitt here. I will say that I have one that I like more than others. Normally, I just go to Ulta, I grab one of their $6.99 mitts that's like the Ulta Beauty brand, but I've tried out this St. Maurice. I hope I'm saying that right because I'm going to say it a few more times in this video, so just like don't come for me. I don't know. So this is the St. Maurice tanning mitt, and what I like about this one, I'm sure you can't tell that from the video, but this has like a velvet front instead of the other ones, which are usually a foam. So this has like a velvety texture to it, and to me, the velvet just helps to distribute the product so much better and to make sure that it's very even and smooth with no lines. So I do recommend a mitt, not necessarily this brand, but one that has like a velvet texture on the front instead of the foam. Even though they both work, I just definitely recommend this one. I think that it works better. It was the same price. They're like $6.99, something like that. I did try to wash this because I have a friend who told me that you can wash them, like just rinse them out with soap after you're done. That kind of just like messed up my hand. I don't really recommend that at the end of the day, but yes, this is the mitt that I recommend. Make sure it's velvet over the foam. All right, so moving right along, I actually wanted to share with you the tan that I have on right now and one that I was just testing out for you. This is not one that I normally use. I do like the color of it, and it actually got super, super dark. Okay, so it's the St. Maurice Tanning Mousse in dark. Okay, so another thing that I just want to pop in here is a little fun fact. I am very, very light, fair complected, and I always go with a dark tan because as long as you're bronzing up your face, you'll be fine. Okay, you don't want to get like crazy tan mom, but most of these products that are like a light to medium are just not going to do that much for you. Honestly, it's just not going to last as long, and that's what you want. You want it to be super dark at first. When you wash it off a little bit, it'll last for like a week. If you don't go with the darkest possible, in my personal opinion, it's just not really worth it. So that being said, I just want to show you a picture of what happened when I used this. Okay, I just want you to really look at this picture of what happened after one wash. So the dark part of my leg here is when I applied it. That was like, I don't know, like almost 24 hours. Like I applied it that previous morning, went to work and came home. When I washed it off the next morning, it completely came off like I was literally the skin tone that I was born with. Okay, so that's shocking. Obviously, you can see that I was very, very dark with this product. Beautiful, beautiful tan, but it came off immediately while showering. I did not exfoliate, nothing crazy. It came completely off. So then I realized that I wasn't using this one correctly. Okay, so this actually says on the bottle that you are supposed to leave it on for up to 12 hours, then just rinse your body. You don't actually want to shower until like after you have rinsed off what they like to call the guide color. I have never personally used a tan that instructed me to do this, so I was not familiar with that. However, I will show you a picture here now of before and after I did what they told me to do, you know, when I read the instructions and did it correctly. Obviously, you can tell that the before and after of that is not as severe. So definitely read the instructions first of all. But what I don't like about this is it is very, very dark, but it does not go on as smooth. Okay, so I wish I could tell you that I'm not lying here, but I have no proof, I guess, than going back and looking at pictures of me. But this little darkness to my elbow that I have here, this is not what you're supposed to have, okay? And this is what I have been getting with this self-tan. Now, normally when I use a self-tan that I'm very fond of, that I like, that I'm gonna go into, that doesn't happen. Like, I don't have any patchiness, which I don't have any patchiness anywhere else on my body, but my knees and my elbows, like, this is not what it's supposed to look like. It also did it a little bit right here on my wrist, and I'm just not used to that. Like, so it is very dark. I just think that it does like go into the dryness anywhere that you might possibly have dryness in your skin. So it's not a 10 out of 10 for me, for sure. I learned how to use it and it worked better. That's what I have on today, as I said. But I do think that this is not going to be a favorite for me, not something that I'm going to continue to use. Does it work? Absolutely, but doesn't last that long. And be careful how you use it or you'll go straight back to what you were before. Okay, so another tan that might be surprising to you that did not work for me at all, because this is such a popular, expensive brand. I got this in a BoxyCharm, or I probably wouldn't have even bought it. So this is the Saint Tropez Self Tan Classic. It's the bronzing mousse. This is just a sample here, of course. I used like the whole thing up. Like, I really don't think there's anything left in there. The smell is so bad. And as a little fun fact, like, I have not come across a tan that has none of the smell. If you've ever self-tanned, you know what I mean by the smell, okay? It comes out a little bit no matter what you have on, but there are some that's masked a little bit and it's not as bad. This one's just awful. The smell is so bad, and it washed off after one shower. Washed off after one shower. This did not have the instructions to wash off a guide color, by the way. It did not last long at all. It was not as drastic of a wash off as the St. Maurice, but it did wash off pretty badly, and about 2 days later, I would say, it was completely gone. Like, everything completely gone. So really glad that I never went there and spent $40 on this product. I haven't even tried another Saint Tropez product after this, because honestly, like, I don't want to go there for a product that I've already had so bad of a time with. Like, there's no reason for me to spend that much money on it. So that also is a no for me. One other product that I don't have here with me, but I know is pretty popular, so I'm just gonna like post a picture of it here so you can see like what I'm talking about if you don't know. It's called the Tan Towel. We actually sell these at the retail location where I work, and I forgot to grab one to just kind of hold it up and show you. So basically they're like a moist towelette that tans you. And it actually does work. Like, the tan is very beautiful. It has an orange box, obviously, which is kind of scary. You're like, am I going to be the color of the box? But no, it's not. It's actually a really pretty tan, and it lasts for a week. So the box comes with a set of 5 if you buy the full body. It did my entire body plus my face, and they did not break my face out. So I was also able to put it on my face. I used to use it at night, then wake up the next morning and shower. It was still on, and when I woke up the next morning, I was beautiful, like beautiful tan. It lasted a week, so one box of the 5 packs will get you at least a month's tan, and it's about $25, which isn't bad at all to me. So at this point, you're wondering why I don't like it. The smell. The smell is so bad. Like, I cannot describe it to you. It's not the normal tan smell that you're probably used to if you've ever self-tan. And it doesn't come off. It's like the tan smell, but mixed with like oranges that are rotting. I don't know. It's a terrible smell, and so I could not get past it. Like, even my husband could smell it on me days later. He's like, it's not washing off. I'm like, I know. So I had to just, I had to put that one to rest. Even though I loved the color, like, anytime that I would ever get a little hot, like you get hot in the summertime, literally it would just come out of my pores. Like, you could smell it. It was like a cloud around me. So never again for those, for me, for the smell. If you can get past the smell, I actually do think they work, and the product is really nice and it lasts, but you're gonna need some perfume to like spray all over you all the time. All right, so let's get into some products that I do really like, okay? I want a disclaimer that I actually don't like Ulta Beauty products. I'm so sorry about that, Ulta. I spend a lot of money there, but their brand of makeup and stuff, I've never found one thing that I honestly like, except for their self-tan. So I don't have the foam here, but the foam is actually even better than the lotion. I love them both, but I will say that I like the foam a little bit better. And again, I use the medium to deep, not the light to medium, even though she is light. And I promise I don't look crazy. Okay, so this is the Ulta Beauty Bronze Glow Self-Tanning Tinted Lotion. It's not the Crazy Express tan or any of that. It's not a gradual tan either, though. You put it on one time and you wake up the next morning, or if you put it on in the morning, by that afternoon, you are tan. And it actually lasts. The smell, seriously not that bad. Of course, it's just a little bit, but when you take that shower, it's not on you anymore. And the tan is still there. It lasts for about 5 days. And again, that's pretty good. I use self-tan at least once a week. I apply it once a week, twice a week if I'm about to go on vacation. So if it lasts 5 days, that's good with me, because by the time it's about to come all the way off, I'm putting it on again. That way I stay pretty tan all the time, not like tan light. You don't want that. So also what I like about this, it does give you an instant color at first, like you're immediately a little bit tan, and then it continues to develop. I say this about the lotion and the foam. Again, love them both. So if I had that here, I would show you, but either one of the tinted lotion or the tinting mousse that is not like the instant super tan, these are the ones that I love. They are about $12.99 at Ulta, and they are always having buy one, get one half off sales on these, and I just grab them all up. I love them, use them all the time, use them with any of the mitts. They are perfect. So I definitely recommend literally none of Ulta Beauty makeup, but all of the self-tanning products. All right, so another tan that is a little bit different than the others that I don't want to say that I dislike, because I use it for a certain purpose, but I will not use it alone. kind of weird. But this is the Neutrogena Micro Mist Airbrush Sunless Spray in Deep Intensity. Of course, again, this is the darkest. I did not like applying this alone. It was a little bit of an orangey tone and I did not like that. Also, it's like supposed to be this really misty, and it is, but like if you start spraying right here, you're gonna see where you started spraying it here, and it's gonna be darker than like when the mist gets over here. And like, where are you gonna spray it? Like in the air in your bathroom, like getting it everywhere and then start to spray it on yourself. So the application is not great. However, I will say that if I've messed up a part of my body, or like I've accidentally missed somewhere on my body, I will just spray this on it a little bit and it develops over the next couple hours, and it actually is really pretty, and it has fixed some of my tan problems before that I might have had. So this is about, I think, $11 or something like that. I can't remember. I got it at Target, but it's not super expensive. It's definitely under $15. It's lasted me for a while, and I kind of use it as like a tan touch-up, and it's not bad for that at all. So if you have those problems where you discover that every time you're self-tanning, you're missing a little spot here, missing a little spot there, you just haven't really gotten it under control yet, definitely use this. I also like to use it for my back sometimes when I'm like, oh, I just feel like I'm not reaching that spot well enough. Like, I'll spray this, and it's not bad at all. I don't use it alone because when it doesn't get as dark as I want, I don't live for the color of it, but it's a good mistake corrector, so definitely look into this. All right, almost done. This is my favorite self tan. Some people won't agree with me, but I have just had the most success with this brand, and the brand is b.tan from Walmart. They sell it at a bunch of different places, but I buy it at Walmart, the cheapest, for $9.98 a bottle. Like, can you believe that? Like, it's so cheap, and it is my favorite. So let me go over each of these for you to tell you what I like about each one. So both of them are a foam product. This one, they have really fun names. You're gonna love shopping for them. This one is called I Want the Darkest Possible. It's the second level of darkness. I haven't tried the darker one, but I'm going to this year. This is a 1 hour self-tan mousse is what it claims. I basically use this like any other tanner. I put it on, it's almost an immediate color. Within the first hour, it's like this beautiful bronze tan. I leave it on for like at least 12 hours, shower it off, do whatever I want to, and it does not come off. It lasts for 5 to 6 days. Again, I only have to apply it one time a week, and it is a beautiful bronze brown color. There's no orangeness to it, and it goes over so even. Like, I never have elbows like this. I never have my knees getting all brown. Like, very even color, and you can see like when you're putting it on, it's super dark, but it doesn't actually come off that way on your skin. Like, when you pump this out, it's like gray black, and you're like, whoa, when you put it on. But it kind of just helps you to know where you're putting it, so I have less mistakes when I'm using this. Definitely my favorite tan. Okay, so the other b.tan product that I love, and this is actually really interesting. I did not think I would like this because I have tried shower tans before, and it has been literally the worst experience of my life. I didn't even put any of those in this video because I was like, they're a joke, like a literal joke. But this one is called Ain't Nobody Got Time for That. It's a pre-shower 9-minute tan. So basically what I do with this is I get in the shower, and this is the instructions. This is not just my instructions, but this is what I do. I get in the shower, wash, exfoliate like I normally would. When I get out of the shower, I put this all over my body with the tanning mitt, and I wait for 9-10 minutes, something like that. I usually set the timer after I've done my entire body, so of course some parts of my body it's left on longer. I start doing my face makeup or something like that because I don't use any of this stuff on my face. We'll get into that. I get back in the shower, okay? Stay with me. I get back in the shower and I rinse my body off with lukewarm water for like 45 seconds, okay? Not super hot water. You don't have to get in there in freezing water. Lukewarm water, rinse your body off. And when you get out of the shower, you have this beautiful bronze tan, and there's barely any smell at all, and it lasts for the same amount of time as the other tan. It's not as dark, but it actually works super well if you hate the smell, if you hate it getting on your clothes or anything like that. This is the one for you. It doesn't take any time at all, and you immediately have this beautiful tan. Now, Now, what I will say, whatever this is formulated with, you cannot cheat this stuff. Like, you're not going to be able to just not wash it off, because whatever this is formulated with, like I said, I love it. This is not a negative for me. I'm just being full disclosure here. This is very, very sticky. Okay, so when you have this on and you're drying and you're standing there, like, it's a very, very sticky feeling, but it immediately rinses off in the shower. I don't use soap. I don't use anything but the lukewarm water, and it rinses off, and my skin is so, so soft. That's another thing about this brand. It makes my skin very, very soft, and it has not ever broken me out. So that being said, this b.tan brand is my absolute favorite tan. These are the two that I normally use. So if you want to try some self-tan, try these first. Let me know how you like it. These are fantastic, and they're at Walmart for $9.98. All right, so we are almost done here. As I just stated, I do not use any of these products on my face, because if you've watched my channel at all, you know that I have super, super sensitive acne-prone skin. Any one of these products, even my fave tans, would literally destroy my face. So the only tanner that I ever use on my face is this Arbonne Liquid Sunshine. This is a very, very pure and like plant-based brand. It's one of those things kind of like Mary Kay where you have to like order it like through a rep or whatever. This is very expensive. This is $40 for this bottle. I do not like using it over the rest of my body because it is a beautiful color, but the smell is absolutely awful as well. So I only put it on my face, and it's not as bad on my face because one, it's a smaller area, and two, I wash my face so frequently that it's not on there that much, you know, and I use like very heavy cleansers, as you've probably seen in my skincare video. So that being said, this is the only tan that will not break out my face, so I kind of have to use this. I'm going to try maybe some face tanners this year if I get brave. So if you see me in some makeup videos, you know, this summer and I'm super broken out, you'll know why. Because I hate to have to buy this $40 bottle just for my face, but currently it's the only thing that has worked for me. I am trying something else. I'll get to that in a second, but this is what I use on my face. If you have very, very sensitive skin, you need to find a brand like Arbonne that is a very, very plant-based and all natural to go on your face so that it's not formulated with anything that might clog pores. All right, so coming to the end here, one of the things that I have found that really extends the life of my self-tan and also makes my tan very gradual and even, where it's not getting like super, super dark one day and then 2 days later super, super light, like just to kind of mellow out the whole thing so that you're more steady, I guess, in the tan department. I like to use a gradual daily tanner on top of the tan that I use once to twice a week. The one that I'm using right now that I absolutely love is this Malibu Tan Hemp Golden Glow Lotion. Now this smells phenomenal. It's going to cover up that self-tan, you know, smell that you have anyways. It's such a pretty color. I've been using it over my entire body every single day. It didn't really add anything to my routine to start doing this because I already put lotion over my entire body, or I put self-tan over my entire body every single day when I get out of the shower. So it didn't really add any time to my routine like it might for you if you're not used to that, but it's definitely worth it to keep the color that you're looking for. This is actually for bronzing, moisturizing, and skin firming. As you can see here, it shows you like how you're supposed to get darker by the 7th day. I just use it every single day, and it has helped prolong the life of my self-tan, and again, just make it more even toned. So I highly, highly recommend this, and again, it smells phenomenal. One thing that I will say is I have been using this on my face. I haven't had any severe acne or anything so far. I had a couple teeny tiny bumps on my forehead. Not positive that it was from that because I was using something else too. But I have had none of my cystic acne, no crazy breakouts anywhere, and I've been using this for 2 weeks now on my face morning and night as my moisturizer. It specifically says on the back, contains no mineral oil to clog pores, and that's the only reason that I even attempted to put this on my face, trust me. But it has been working out for me, so I'm going to continue to do that. That way that when I take my makeup off every day, like my face isn't a completely different color than my chest and shoulders. And I got this from Walmart for $5 or $6. Like I got this huge bottle. It's going to last me forever for $5 or $6. You can't beat that. However, if that breaks you out or anything else that I've suggested still continues to break your face out, I have been there before, and I'm going to tell you a little trick that I do when you don't want to have to put on a full face of dark makeup to match your chest. I like to use a tinted moisturizer, or this is the NYX Bear With Me Tinted Skin Veil. It's super, super lightweight. You could apply it with just a sponge. I usually apply it with like a wet beauty blender, and I always use a shade obviously darker than my actual face, one that actually matches my chest, my shoulder, so that it goes together. And so when I don't want to put on any makeup, I just put this on really, really lightly. It's super lightweight. You don't feel like you have anything on. If anything, it just helps protect from the sun, even though it doesn't actually have SPF. It's at least a barrier. And I got this for about $11, I think, at Ulta. So not a bad deal at all, just to put on your face every single day to keep you from looking crazy. But that is an option if you are still having problems with breaking out. Alright guys, so that is it. That is my tan journey. I hope you will go on it with me because we all want to be tan. Again, best and worst self-tans here. I'm trying to help you out. I really do hope that you find the ones that I love helpful for you as well. If you do, leave some comments down below. Let me know that. Let me know what worked for you or what did not. If you have any other suggestions for me, because I love to try out new self-tanners, even though sometimes it's disastrous, leave that in the comments down below as well. I'd love to hear from you. Other than that, I really hope that this was helpful for you and informative about the dangers of tanning and tanning beds and sitting in the sun with no sunscreen on. We don't want to do that anymore. I'm trying to help you out here. Go grab you some self-tanner instead, and you can still be beautiful and bronze. But that is it for today's video. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next video. Thanks again so much for watching A Little About LV.